AP Chemistry, this is an explanation of the iodine clock reaction. So let's take these two reactions. Let's identify what each of these compounds or elements are, or ions. So you have I2 molecule, iodine molecule. That's what has the dark brown color, kind of a reddish brown color. That has the color. This is ascorbic acid, it's vitamin C. And what happens is two of these hydrogens come off to become hydronium ions, and we're going to study those extensively when we get to the acid-base unit. And then it also, what that does is it decomposes the iodine into two iodide ions. And then you have a byproduct, okay, which is not important here. So what we're interested in here are the iodine and the ascorbic acid and the two iodide ions. So we're not really interested at this point at these two. Alright, now what's going to happen is the iodide ions are going to come out of this reaction as an intermediate and down to this reaction. Again, we don't care about the hydronium ions for this. When we get to acid bases, they'll be the center of our attention. And then you have hydrogen peroxide. And what the hydrogen peroxide does is it facilitates the synthesis of these two iodide ions back into iodine. Okay. So as long as the iodine is in the form of ion form, it does not have any color. Okay. When it's in I2 form, a molecule form, it has the brown color. Okay, so the way to remember this is circle this and write decompose of the I2, and you come on over here and draw a circle around this. And that's what you get as the intermediate product of reaction 1. It then comes down to here. Draw an arrow like that. And these two resynthesize it. They synthesize it. They put the iodide ions back together. And that comes over to here to make it iodine again. Then this in the solution comes back up here, and the cycle repeats. So it goes from here, the iodine, it decomposes to iodide ions, comes down here, is synthesized again back to iodine, and comes back to here. Now, which is the fast step? The fast step is the first step. The second step is the slow step. How do we know? Because for the first minute or so of the iodine clock reaction, you didn't see any color. So what that means is this decomposition to this, which has no color, I'll write that, persists. You see no color in the solution for about the first minute or two. Then it comes down, it resynthesizes to I2, so that should have color. But this happens slowly compared to this reaction. This reaction slowly compared to this. So immediately it comes back to here, and immediately the acetic acid, the vitamin C, which is what this is, takes it apart again. So it keeps the color out of it. If this were to persist, it would have color. But this immediately takes it apart to this, so it has no color. Comes down here, synthesizes, okay, I2, color again, but right away this decomposes it into no color. So you don't see any color until finally the vitamin C, the ascorbic acid, runs out. Okay, you've consumed it all. There's no more ascorbic acid to break down the I2, and so it remains as I2 in solution, and that's when the solution goes back to the dark brown, the natural color of iodine. All right, so be sure you can explain that. Come in for tutoring if you don't quite understand it, and that's the explanation for iodine clock.